Well, good morning. Good morning. How y'all be this Wednesday? So doTERRA is offering BOGOs today and tomorrow. And while some of you may know this story, a lot of you are new to me. And so I just wanted to reminisce about my personal BOGO deal that knocked me straight off my rocker about 9 years ago yesterday. So we obviously have if you're new to me, we have 4 smalls, but we knew we were pregnant with our 3rd boy. But let me rewind, actually. So I knew I was pregnant. I was in my quiet time, and I just heard Holy Spirit drop a name into my spirit, Asia Grace. And I looked up the meaning, and I loved the meaning, and I started crying, right? I was just in my quiet time. I felt Holy Spirit tell me the name while I was pregnant. So we go to our gender reveal, okay? We had the coolest gender reveal ever, which I can dive on into. But we ended up pulling this lever, and out would either come blue ice cream. And so the blue ice cream, I don't even remember what we labeled it with, or pink ice cream, okay? And of course, you know me, we had whatever flavor of doTERRA essential oil in the ice cream for the gender reveal. Super fun. So I'm expecting fully to pull this lever and see pink because I already heard the name in my dream. And so Asia Grace doesn't sound like a boy. So surely I'm going to pull that lever and it's going to be pink. And I pulled the lever and it was blue. And I'm like, all right, cool, excited. I'll take a healthy baby boy. 3rd, by the way. I got everything. I don't need a thing for a baby boy. All right, he's got 2 older brothers. We've got all the things. We just need a bigger car to fit all the car seats. No worries, got it, which is another God story. Oh my goodness, when we go shopping for that vehicle. So anyways, blah, 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 blah. So I have to tell you, I was finding out the gender, and they do something called spin the blood. And I remember talking with the person, they're like, okay, it's 99% foolproof. And I was like, 99? What's the 1%? She's like, well, if it's boy-girl twins. And I said, who has boy-girl twins? And totally laughed it off. Okay. So we pull the lever. It's blue. It's a boy. Yay, we're so excited. And then 9 years ago yesterday, I headed to my ultrasound. Now, pause. I had been having twin dreams. Okay, now the first twin dream, I didn't really think anything of it. The second twin dream, I told my husband, I was like, I've had twin dreams. The 3rd, the 4th, finally by the 5th twin dream, he's like, you're freaking me out. And I remember sitting on the back of the couch and leaned into him. And I was like, okay, but just so you know, when these babies pop out and it's boy-girl twins, their names are Asia Grace and Quentin Ace. And he's like, you have lost your mind. You be off your rocker. Like, you crazy woman. And yeah, he was kind of scared because he was like, why is she having all these twin dreams? That's kind of crazy. Okay. So in the final twin dream, I pictured both my mom and his mom at the ultrasound appointment. Now, up until this point with our other pregnancies, we hadn't had anybody present because it was kind of just like a him and an I thing. And then, of course, once babies were there, they would meet baby. So here we are, and I have this dream, and my mom's there, and my mother-in-law's there, and we find out it is boy-girl twins. Now, I didn't say anything to Nordstrom, but I went to him the next morning, and I was like, okay, babe, what would you think about my mom and your mom coming to the ultrasound appointment? And he's like, I don't care, whatever you want. He's kind of like, this is your thing, if you want him there, you want him there. And I was like, well, let's invite him and let's see if both can be present. Because it was kind of last minute, So we invited them both. So that morning, I actually had a doTERRA class. So I was educating people about natural health care and essential oils and all the things I love to do. And then we head to our ultrasound appointment. Now, mind you, I don't know why, but I am not remembering any of the history at this time. So I'm laying there, and she's up on that big old belly, and she's like, do twins run in your family? And literally, I did not think a thing. I don't know why none of the dreams, piqued my memory. I do not know why. But all I said was, yeah, actually, my grandma had twins. And she goes, oh, well, congrats. There's 2. And it was the minute she said those words, everything flooded back to me. The dreams, all the things. I'm like, oh my gosh, of course there's 2. There's my mom, there's my mother-in-law. Actually, my mom was on this side, my mother-in-law was on this side. I was like, of course there's 2. Well, then, mind you, I don't know if it's pregnancy brain or what, but I didn't remember that it was boy-girl twins. So I'm sitting there thinking, golly, I'm about to have 4 boys. I'm going to have 4 boys. I got 2 already out of me. Now I got twins in my belly. Lord knows it's going to be boys because I pulled that lever and that lever said blue. And so she's like, do you want to know what the babies are? And I'm like, yes, because I didn't tell the ultrasound tech that I already, knew, because we already had a gender reveal. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes, please tell me what the babies are. So she's like around my tummy and she's like, it's a boy. And in my head, I'm like, I already knew that. I'm like, yay. And then she's like over here and she's like, and it's a girl. And I'm like, oh my, like, I'm even tearing up thinking about it. Like, it was like everything came back to me. I had the dreams. I had the names. I had everything. It was like, it was all these things that Holy Spirit, Yahweh was totally giving me dreams. He was absolutely downloading. And I just kind of took it as like, maybe I ate pizza, like maybe I had something weird. And so it was, my husband and I joke about it because I didn't stop talking for 3 days. Like, I didn't sleep. Like, I was prepping all the things. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I don't have everything I need. Like, I have everything I need for a boy, but a girl, like, that's a whole nother gender. Plus, I need double baby everything because it's 2 babies at the same time. And no wonder I'm so massive. I'm so huge. And if you know me in real life, like, I'm tiny. I got this tiny little torso. So I was just a bed and breakfast for 2. And he didn't talk for 3 days. So we got me who won't shut up. We got him who can't speak. And oh my Lanta. And then, God bless him, because he wasn't buying into the names. He knew Asia was Asia. But he wasn't so sold on Quentin. And so, I was playing his game and we're throwing around the boy names and all the things. And so anyways, on the way to the hospital, though, as we're about ready to give birth to these baby twins, I said, all right, well, what's his name? What are you thinking? And he just looked at me and he goes, I think, his name is Quentin. And I was like, y'all, what a trip. What a trip. What a trip. So even though that's my very personal BOGO story, it truly isn't buy one, get one free. Listen, with twins, it's buy one, pay double. Okay. It's get one, get 2, have to fund all the things at all the same time. And of course, I wouldn't trade it for anything. In fact, people ask me all the time, they're like, oh my goodness, twins. And I said, I would do twins and again in a heartbeat. Now, I'm not really necessarily interested in having 6 children, although that does sound fabulous. But twins, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Loved it. Maybe it's because they weren't my first. So like the first is a whole new world. Good night. How many parents out there? Your first one, you like love it more than life itself, but you're also like, everything I do is in question because what if I ruin them, So maybe I loved the twin factor just because they weren't my first. And so I wasn't in that whole phase. Good morning. But I'm telling you, I would do twins again. They are great little friends. Watching them interact is amazing. I think having the boy-girl aspect is fun because you truly see how different boys and girls are and they're different, just how they grow up and their personalities and their, what is it called when you hit the marks of, each age. So anyways, there's my personal buy one, get one, or buy one, get double, pay double story. And I just wanted to reminisce because yesterday was marked 9 years of that incredible ultrasound that I was not expecting, but I fully should have been. How many dreams did I have? I'm telling you 4 or 5. How many things did I see play out? So hopefully, let me end by saying this. Maybe I was dense back in the day. Maybe I'm still a little dense now. But may I be tuned in to everything Holy Spirit is showing me and speaking to me because he really does make life not only incredibly exciting, but he preps us and he prepares us and he gives us little nuggets so that we are, like I said, just prepare for what's coming and can give him all the glory. Have an incredible day.